Greetings and salutations on this lovely Saturday, January 20th, 2024. And there lies the skeletal remains of my old experimental greenhouse with already have the makings of the new pallet greenhouse ready to go in. So what is now the old pallet greenhouse is standing strong and having a lovely time, and even my tropical plants inside are doing well. And we are headed out to the Beaver Dam to go check our traps for the first time. And I don't expect there's going to be anything, but we broke open the dam on 3 sections. And when the water drains out to a certain point that opens up the tunnels in a beaver lodge, evidently they get all upset about it and they'll come out. And so I'm going to go check the traps for the very first time. We just finished setting them up at about 1:30 this afternoon. And I've spent a good portion of the weekend dealing with the Beaver Dam, tearing down the old greenhouse. And let's see, I just finished cleaning the camp stove. Of course, the camp stove is a lovely utility for keeping warm in the wintertime, especially on these days that get down into the teens, which last night certainly did, or rather this morning. And so anyway, that being said, I'm going to put this on pause and catch up in a minute. Here is that lovely trail, courtesy of hedge trimmers, Harbor Freight hedge trimmers. Yeah. As you can see, it's been cold. So old Joseph and his son Griffin from Wilson, North Carolina, came down, and well, you can see there's been a lot of drainage going on here because all the ice is now sagging, and I wonder if we have any activity to be determined. Trap number 1, empty. Trap number 2, empty. Trap number 3, empty. Can hardly see it. And boy, this pond has drained out quite a bit. Welcome to the dam. We'll take a stroll. See the scale of this thing. Joseph said this was the biggest dam he had seen. Of course, they've been at this for a while, probably at least 2 years. Trap number 4, empty. Don't really expect much until maybe tomorrow morning. Trap number 5, empty. And trap number 6, empty. So, sweet piece of nature, cold, albeit. I'll tell you what, man, I don't know what it is with humans and cold weather. People living up north and such, they can have it. I'm a Florida boy. So far we have 0 activity from the beavers, and that's all right. We weren't really expecting anything until probably tomorrow morning, at which time I'll give you an update. Perhaps it's going to be awfully cold tomorrow morning, and I might just decide to stay inside and keep stoking the campfire and keep it nice and warm and toasty, eat some nice breakfast. Oh, that'll make good firewood. So yeah, it's been a beaver hunt weekend, and Friday spent mostly chopping wood, getting ready for the weekend, which I'm stockpiling wood now for next season, so I don't have to spend so much time every weekend coming out here and chopping wood, so that I can get things up and running. Of course, time, part of the premise of this whole project, should be, God willing, in abundance. When I get the greenhouses finished, and of course I go ahead and start work on the on my little retirement house. And so anyway, once all the builds and stuff are done, then time will be abundant and available. And of course, considering that I will not take on a mortgage and play this ridiculous debt game that everybody plays, I will build my stuff with the resources I have available, like a free and independent man should, in my opinion. Then that does afford time for nothing but innovation or creativity or lounging, which I'm not huge on lounging. And, just to broaden one's horizons and expand and grow and learn and do wonderful things instead of submitting to this whole corporatocracy madness that we have nowadays, which, I remember what it's like to be devoid of ideas and, be in the city with abundant time and just like, how the hell am I going to spend this time? A lot of people go out and play. I used to play frisbee golf and, play sports or watch sports or sit on the couch and sitting on ass and waiting for the corporations to come and entertain me. This is a much better development. Thank you, John F. Kennedy Jr., for your creative inspiration. And that secret society speech says, man should be what he was born to be, free and independent. And that's what this is all about. Freedom and independence. Learning to be a man who's mastered his environment in such a way that he has an abundance of time for growth and to try new things, learn new things, do new things, meet new people, and, live the most out of life, which I know for certain I wasn't doing prior to this whole project. Just, sitting on ass, looking for some corporation to come and entertain me. Well, now I'm self-directed, and God bless it. What a wonderful way to be. And all this whole place has undergone so many makeovers, which any of you that are watching my piss poor videos would know already. And of course, it will continue to undergo makeovers and grow and develop and change, especially once all the houses are done and all the foundations are laid. And that's what it's all about, man. This is laying a foundation for survival and for thriving. And once those foundations are laid, man, the sky's the limit.
Cooking with dinner with some homemade, off-grid, free and independent biogas is always worthy of a little attention. It's lovely to be fuel independent. I think we should all be fuel independent.
And that's my whole philosophy with this whole thing. It's got nothing to do with prepping or, really much of anything other than just the pursuit of freedom and independence. What I think JFK was right. I think he was onto something, and this certainly is the foundation work that the pioneers laid for us. They had all these skills. They built houses with their own hands, and hell, they had fucking horses and buggies and stuff instead of cars and easy transportation. Man, we've got so much of an advantage over the pioneers ever did. And hell, we've got more imagination. We've invented so many more things since the pioneering days. So, I don't know. I think, at least for me, I should be a pioneer and just come out here like a lot of these off-grid people and learn the skills of life and master my environment as best I can, of course, humbly respecting God and His plan. And, use that as a springboard for the rest of life. And I think if I ever had kids, that's the kind of upbringing that I think I would respect the most. Certainly much better than this factory education we get in Prussian schools. The the industrial training and shit like that, just to go take orders from somebody else. No. That's not, I don't think that's the fulfilling way to live life. For me, anyway, once again, always speaking for myself. But anyway, I'm going to stop ranting now and shut the fuck up and implore you to enjoy the peace of the sunset. Sweet nature.